the KP Naga. They think this is a Gabby Naga.
I mean, more than likely it is.
Yeah.
We're just throwing out the, possibilities, I guess. They're building their own song right now. They've got the Tombstone combo too. They've got...
So, Disruptor 4?
Yeah, because this is going to be March Undying.
Disruptor 4, March Undying. Still leaves the Naga open, but like I said, we still leave it for Gabby most.
Are you guys more happy with Disruptor 4 Tims compared to with the Shadow Demon for Tims? Like, can he make more plays than that?
Yeah,
It's still not the flashy hero that we're used to seeing him on.
No, and he'll have the same shortcomings as the Shadow Demon, where if you fall behind, the Disruptor will feel just as useless as a Shadow Demon that's falling behind.
Oh.
I want to talk up Disruptor, but then I honestly just have no tail in the back of my head lately, just being like, Disruptor's a
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
This was absolute garbage.
Yeah.
He's a walking addict or walking glimpse. That's all he literally says every time he sees Disruptor, you know?
I mean, Glimpse is a pretty good spell.
If you can get experience, if you get levels into it. Otherwise, most of the time, Night Stalker's chasing you down. Oh, man, beautiful KP on the screen.
Oh, man. Production value.
Big 4, don't they know he's position 3? Should be big 3.
Okay. So they have a lot of vision aspect too right now for TNC, right? They have the Tombstone with Glimpse. That's one of my favorites.
Okay, yeah.
Tombstone gives you the 1200 vision in nighttime, daytime. You can see.
Zombies will just have their own vision.
Yep. It's one of the this is another vision hero. This was actually I was going to mention. So this is something that I feel like, oh god, who was it with? I talked to Jack about it. It's like on MKP and someone else, and they talked about the vision game with Disruptor and Undying. Now additionally, the TA.
Yeah, because we would very commonly see him with Bounty Hunter, and that was the main go-to.
10 seconds. They did TA pretty fast after the lead was shown.
Yeah.
5 seconds. Feel like the Lena is indeed going to be a mid because we have seen it.
Nope.
There you go. Never mind. Question answer.
I mean, if you're gonna go for off the wall stuff, hero mid is extremely good versus Blur Assassin.
This is true.
But now that a Death Prophet's on the field, then that's completely ruled out.
Yeah, in the past it was like people started to learn how to play the TA versus hero match because you could just use the side blades and abuse it so much. But now it feels like it's a bit tougher.
It's still really hard.
5 seconds
I'd like to see it anyway, but so I mean, the Naga still left. Oh,
yeah.
I mean, it's likely. Like you said, it's probably most likely.
They're also banning out a ton of offlane heroes though, so don't really know what's left for KP.
Again, not really much disable on the side of
they can always go for the good old Centaur.
Yeah, KP. So I think Axe, Centaur, and Legion Commander are the ones that typically come to my mind when I'm like need a crowd controlling offlaner.
I want some CC. Like right now, they just have Connect Field and like that's like you don't even have to like wait later on. You just have a bunch of slows to keep people inside of Tombstone, which I want them to have something to grab. Ban out
their own Legion.
Heroes that KP has played this tournament so far. He's played 5 heroes, all 5 different ones.
Okay.
Venom, Mag, Beastmaster. Oh, not 5 different ones because he played Venom twice, I think.
Right.
But he also obviously previously the Omni Knight. No longer in. But Mag is still in,
10
right?
seconds.
First place ban previous game.
Yes.
Which one, Magnus? I don't think it was Naga though.
Okay.
You don't have an impact, no power. It's not really. It's like mediocre at best. Naga, right?
Yeah. Stat heaviest other agi carries.
But maybe Magnus is just so highly favored. But
you need anything that needs to lane against Night Stalker specifically. Because Omni not in a bad team, like they're banned out because they're very good against Night Stalker. I know in the group stage we saw Monkey King. I don't know if it was offlane, but it was core Monkey King.
Well, we saw Monkey.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I don't know if one. So don't get too excited.
I mean, I never get to see that.
Yeah.
It's only like one team that thinks in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, so lots of lockdown on Alliance. That's a refraction burning as well. They've got multiple forms of burning that refraction now. Sandstorm as well as Shakiro. And yeah, it's also just good versus Naga. Like Naga, who had like this early veil, you can actually clear the illusions and stuff for a long time until, of course, you get the super illusions coming out from Naga when she gets her heart and all that. But that's a strong lane too, sanking Lena if that is the case. They can put a good amount of pressure.
And that's a lot of magic damage, and so if you want to run Naga as the one position, usually she's tanky because of her armor.
Yeah.
But if no one's right-clicking her, then she's just as squishy as the rest of them.
Yeah, like everyone's all magic damage. It's like Exorcism and the Exarch can provide some, but besides that, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, maybe they do actually push this Naga offlane. That's cool.
They go for the CK?
I think that is the Naga offlane then.
I think J-Storm... Never mind. So J-Storm is the only other thing that I saw run it, but with CK, they're in one position every time.
Yeah.
It's going to be one position here.
Wow, that's actually... And I'm not a big fan of CK when you're versus Insomnia and disables. Iron Path, Light Strike Array, Sancting Stun, all these are really strong. Even Night Stalker where you get the Aghanim's. Click's Void and the CK illusions are not really what they used to be. They're super powerful.
The liquid
kind of thing.
fire on the CK illusions is also killer.
Yeah,
it's like Jakiro is a counter to CK straight up.
Yeah. So then why
Obviously, you still
CK?
die if you get focused.
There are many other one positions that could have been picked in this situation.
Yeah, I'm liking alliances again this time around. I think they've got everything that hits the table. Limp played fantastic on Death Buff, and TNC's for me is it's a bit limited. I feel like
the only reason that I would like to say is one in an aggressive dual lane situation, he's just very strong in dual lanes. I don't really see Undying and CK being able to do that much against any alliance offlane. And then the other thing is maybe if you want to set up for like Ron Arrow, same concept as like Sven, you want to just reliable stun. There's nothing that he can set up. It's just Chaos Bolt is his own. He's the only stun on his team.
But they have a stun.
They do have a stun. That
they
is
have
true.
one stun on him. Yeah.
And so the other stunning cores have been like Gang, Sven. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I like rating.
Yeah, we haven't seen him too much recently.
No, we have not.
I like Alliance's draft.
Alliances looks pretty strong overall. TNC, I guess their big thing is fighting around the Roche area. If they can get a decent time for him out, he's able to get this like Roche fight. Again, Aegis, they can maybe start to like cruise forward, pick and choose battles they want with Disruptor, with the Naga. They fight on their own terms, but the Alliance will be gunning for them.
One thing you guys didn't know is that during the game previously, it was Tsunami that said this game is gonna last 65 minutes.
Well,
and that was after about 15 minutes.
Yes.
What do you think right now? Like, what's your estimate here?
It's not going to be a fast game like we were in the draft. Not going to go ultra late would be my expectation.
This is a very on the fence answer, Sadog.
32 minutes, 14 seconds.
Go. 32 minutes, 14 seconds.
Quote me on that.
Who is going to win? We don't know. You don't know. But what I do know is that we are all winners because we get to listen to Goss and LD.
Wow, thank you so much, Sheever. It is an honor bringing you game number 2. Gods, they don't believe here in TNC. Are you a TNC hater as well, or do you see hope for that?
Some hope. Draft-wise, it feels like a tough one, but they've got some players with some signature heroes. That's always a good sign. You know, the KP Naga, Armo playing mid-TA. Does seem like the direction they went overall was like, let's just players on their signature hero make a draft.
Screw meta, screw optimal lineup, just get comfortable.
And there's some good synergy too. Like they got the Disruptor combo, their teamfight does so I like to think TNC, if there's anyone who knows how to make the soft lane Naga work, it's going to be KP and TNC side. But this is a hero that, as far as we've seen get played, it's almost exclusively as a one position, or maybe you run it mid, but you're always going to get a lot of farm on Naga. Whereas this game with KT and your team, I don't think we can see KP.
Will there be enough space for this tri-core? We'll find out as the Bounty Rune spawn. Alliance going for the double bottom, and TNC grabbing the double top. So looks like they will be sticking with the tri-lane Sand King initially.
Alliance love their
TP
out.
out.
That will not be the case here, I guess. And give me the Blightstone. That's not your everyday starting item, but perhaps this is the 4-position lean build is minus armor against some extra right-click damage in this net with his harass.
Counter to the seemingly infant Stain CK maybe. Just try to out harass him with that minus armor.
Yeah, because Sand King and CK theoretically will be trading right clicks quite a bit and outranges, well, 2 melee heroes in lane, so this Blightstone potentially has some value. It is a 300 gold though, so see how it works.
Yeah, it's getting with a lot of early harass. We're gonna see Simpson's a quick move on mid here as well, trying to help secure our moves lane.
Wait, he didn't only expect to see a disruptor early on. I guess he was seeing mid looking for a courier snipe. He doesn't move, so he was probably hoping to get a courier, and then once he realized it wasn't going to happen, he just was harassed.
Done.
It's back to top now. He's gonna join KP. Who is 1 and 2, had a bit of a rough start, but creeps are pushing in, and Tims will arrive. See if he can stabilize that lane.
Yeah, see how the Naga does. I think the key to playing against Stalker is just having stuns or lockdown, and Naga Ensnare does provide that. Or at least
CK has long duration stun potentially as well, so.
that was the solution we saw Alliance put into play yesterday against Fnatic, was picking like the Ogre, picking these tanky heroes that have stuns or control, and I think maybe not so much the tanky category, but the Ensnare is a very useful tool. And
Tower is under attack.
Overall, they just have a lot of ways to potentially punish tower dives. The glimpse also, if he jumps in, doesn't kill the disruptor, you glimpse him back as he tries to retreat. So I would expect to see maybe play more conservative, not this time around.
they drifted to the DD route for the mid lane. They're happy to from that one.
How's doing decently here so far. Let's get the refraction to deal some of the damage.
Good news on Mel is he has a health damage.
Leave here on Limp.
Yeah, be careful. So Limp can't play as aggressive as he'd like with the DD route because of how low he was. He has to sell up first.
Now there's a fresh refraction.
Yeah.
So Armel can tank through this damage.
So to get that range creep, and
So for that, I thought the start side Limp is going to go for it. Armel has to quickly pop Fairy Fire and use another refraction to stay alive.
yeah.
That's the stuff.
End of and he's been good, but very heavy harass trade and regen not left so far.
Go popped, and as you mentioned, the trading continues. As Arlena did down bottom. Testing pull looks like. CK now trying to bully the Sand King a bit. Gabby, nice there. Seems they have not been able to harass the CK too much.
Second point KO strat, you're getting an extra 15% life steal movement, so his staying in this lane is very happy to deal with it. With the salve still there, magic stick, he's gonna win the regen battle. And if you try and win this lane, you have to go like all in for a count. Thank you for that.
Mage is moving in as the one 20 clips. There's a higher reward here, and it is, of course, daytime, so you won't actually find an opening.
Feeling like you could maybe in the lane arm those even just with a one dude or something, but I feel like this lane is heavily going either way, just both players force use a lot of read the small edge. He's forced out more regen from Armel than he's had to use himself.
The news for TNC is they've had a long because they can introduce stacks and so getting farm stacked up the disruptor as you find the first blood bottom.
The sentry warrior attacking couldn't stay in this.
And it's good work here on March, who is gonna stand his ground and just fight.
There's one's like in a pub, there's somebody just going down mid. No, very, very tactical from March. He knows he can't hold anything in lane. There's no mana, no health. The best thing he can do is just die up and TP back in and bring Gabby his items.
Fortified destruction.
Flame
Pretty good move if you ask me.
They are a pinnacle Dota excellence.
A lot of great players are at NA, but
And particularly NA pubs.
yeah.
That's why we always have a new in-house league, because the pubs are so great.
If you could survive NA pubs, you can make it over here. That's what that tells me.
I just want to say there's 3 NA teams in the upper bracket.
They've had to
MDL for all the MDL for all the haters on for slots awarded. Mid Mel doing some damage here. He's a little short of mana for a frac, and he will pay the ultimate price. Abby while in the bottom top. It's that critical chaos strike to keep himself alive, but Hanskin laying his damage. So he's a tango as well.
Lip is crushing it right now.
That DD Rune, you think the main reason, or
One of the purposes.
C3 taking some heavy damage here. Abby though being forced back.
Nothing to do until that's done.
Already in full four and just punishing.
Yeah, he just out up and he's still very low in health, so I don't know if good job pushing on this tower.
Well, Armel is back to the stats, which have been very disciplined stacking attempts. Try to give this team a path back to the game. He'll take mid lane to grab some levels because he has been roaming a lot. Diamond one pop in the AP. Like, he should stay down unless he gets some crazy juice. He does not. So baby grabbing the kill. Halfway now to his point.
Radiant's top tower ain't looking too steady.
Nice sort of things. This is all you need. It's just his boot magic stick. Sometimes you get like a really bad skin that doesn't need it. He's slow. Just throwing his first exorcism. Just trying to get as much damage as possible on his tower. I'm gonna likely see him at Limp running forward.
In the middle of Armel. They do it against, they're gonna reel him back. Trap deployed. Limp. He go presented. Is he gonna go down? One more auto attack does the trick. A much needed kill for Armel and a cocky play by Limp.
Bit too aggressive there. I think he knows how much of an advantage he felt into combat as a result. Good manage from TNC.
Now the TA ahead of him and has him blown.
He survived 67 without that last game. Not what you expect out of this man. He's playing very conservative a lot of the time.
Commit for the time being. Another throw strike to boom. Has level 6, has the stick charges, but taking quite a bit of harass. This double stun lane is very dangerous to try and just really get your way back into the creeps, and you might eat tighter stuns. So he's got to be careful. Pops the stick. Still only half HP.
KP playing behind the tower. Able to just pretty much free farm there. He doesn't want to really risk his life and playing near the Night Stalker. His skill points 8 up, so he needs to level up the songs if he may choose to do so.
It's like you're gonna rotate and skin around. Keeps the pressure on March. Keeps on farming these ancients. Contested by Alliance. Getting a lot of stacks in the jungle. Gonna pull ahead north part. Almost up there with the Night Stalker.
Yeah, he's suddenly well out of him. Yeah, Dire is part of that, but most of it is just the fact he fell back to the jungle when he had a triple stack big cap, stacks extinctions. He needs to save the flash farm much faster than he is.
Armel working on Limp here. They do have a glimpse available. It's only level 1. Even a Thunderstrike might do it. Just get to range with the kinetic field follow-up. Limp should be dropping. Maybe with the ice path rotation profile. It's Armel on the back, but he has protection. They'll be using it. Fada now. Aggressive strut up onto the high ground. Will pay. A little bit pin. Tim's who now runs into the ice pad. It's Tim's turn. Maybe it's far, but the last auto attack secures the kill. Gets the XP, which he definitely needed. Hit level 5. Delicate dance. Close and strong.
Good understanding. He waits as long as possible before popping Refract. He had the damage over top hero on him, so and the Refract is built into pretty much where he's very low in health, but gets back off, able to put this disruptor turn around, get a kill.
So, how do you feel about the win instant and overall? God, TNC having this strike more.
Going slightly Alliance favored, I think, even though he kind of recovered them in lane and because Night Stalker is free farming, and Gabby gets seen a decent amount of pressure on him.
Tombstone does get here. They're gonna hand skin 2 on the bounty runes, but it might be for nil on their kill. Chase in hard as Limp there in reserve. He goes in with the epicenter. Do they drop the sentry war? Pull him back in. Gets back to the shrine. Gets up and gets the kill. Flips the top of the double from. That was
It's preemptive play from TNC, making sure that the numbers and had heroes to contest and defend these bounty runes. Even though they get a bounty rune that's favorable to them, they get the hero kills.
All the while, KP is just cutting this wave top. He's brought the power down almost to half with the help of creeps.
He's kind of carrying up right now. I'll be curious to see where he goes item-wise. Defusal Vent is your typical Naga items.
Dire's top
You're
tower
playing
is
with
under attack.
CKT, you maybe expect more of a utility build.
Well, CK going for the Echo Saber, at least for now, Gabby has a queued up, so not Heart Rush like we've often seen. Occasionally we see him in this. Looks like you want Gabby to be the controller, the fighter in the mid game, and give Naga a little more space.
I like the idea that you can't go ultra greedy and try and farm like super big items like this TNC when you have many greedy cores. You need at least some of your cores to be as ready as possible to farm early on. They're trying to step up with a song here. Disruptor is there with a static fall on KP, hasn't shown himself, and they are baiting Cabbage Fed.
Dire is scared.
And seems to have an idea that this is okay.
Out there. You're gonna scan, smoke, and rotate, but they are burning a lot here. Walking into a trap as TNC move out, march out in front. Anskin swinging around from the west. The Son in initiation, isolated to death for Kenny first in time. Heading toward committed as she is completely caught out. Easy takedown, and Hampkin just backed up instantly.
That could have been a lot worse for Lights, considering third was just able to step by and rest Lights. And the two supports were also heading on him.
They might try to fight now.
Yeah.
Knowing the Son cooldown.
That's the big combo. TNC are like, let's not take a good fight, because they were hoping to catch 2, 3, 4 heroes in that Song of the Siren Storm combo. Only got 1. It's a very big kill, and probably it's the tempo here. The Death Prophet Exorcism is what Alliance around, so it's
Dire's middle
somewhat
tower's
the
in
most
trouble.
important kill you get.
Which one Dire again? Dire's stretching up.
After a second long
They're
cooldown.
on the move, and they're gonna find KP here. Gets off that, pulls in that Lena. 2-second stuff. She's almost dead already. The armlet's decapitated from the CK, and now he's gonna pop ultimate to work, but this and gets back to safety. DPC rushing in now, wants to engage, wants to get active, has to respect that CK's done though. He could fly quickly to these illusions if he's not coming. He wants to go. Here comes the epicenter to defeat the tower with Nell and the Sandstorm, the AoE damage. It's McCappy staying alive for now. Only for now. They've lost 4. It's a clean sweep for Alliance and a tier 1 to
Tower must have been
I love Nico keeping so many of these Iron Knights. You see, just staying there, safe lane, and play change except Alliance standing up and Static Storm down. They are just way stronger than TNC. So Nico maybe like, TPing in this fight, comes with the Dark Ascension, and helps clean up the fight.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Armel did tier 1. He's got his blink complete already, on his way to the Death Slayer. So he is farming well. Gabby working towards the Echo Saber. And it looks like Naga is going to be building a pipe, or at least a hood initially.
So much magic damage on this other side. I feel like it's too greedy to go like every items on all 3 of these cores.
Top lane, Tim sees it pretty far, drops the Static Storm, gets off the kinetic field, but it doesn't cover the whole kinetic field. They're taking a chance, they've got Dust waiting, he jumps out with the Burrow Strike, from T, keeps the vision going. Can they get that follow-up stun, Reality Rift combination to lock them out? They get the Thunderstrike, they get the crit, they get the kill. Nicely played. And now they can transition in tower push. That should be the death of this tower, and with it, almost the Desolator complete. As KP is being hounded bottom, he has the song. May need to use it to save his own life. No, Alliance don't want to chase this daytime. 15-minute bounty runes are on the menu now. With these tier 1s down, we may just see a 2-2.
TNC 1, they may try rotate and TP bottom, but not already there. They can set up to contest bottom. They pretty much have free bounty rune top, so it's up to them whether they decide to fight down here. Naga is there with illusion.
They don't have Thick Storm or Phantasm at the moment, so it'd be a risky fight. KP could saw, grab bounty, and then just get out. Probably not. I'll just back away.
Just tried to deny one with a illusion. Oh, Knight's already there. But yeah, he's got queued up now, so not just the hood, it looks like a full pipe, but he's going to be that utility Naga. I may even see items like, you know, Blip Dagger, so we can just song blink in, catch as many heroes as possible, see him go into the flats. They have enough physical damage coming out of TCK that minimizing to like Defusal Manta would just not really work for their lineup.
Hanskin, I believe this ward was scouted. Ian Ping came out. the scenic in place. So what's next as far as these teams go, guys? We got the Nico Baby Ags online. Exorcism is up. Yule's almost complete on that DP. We just got some more farming, or is there a move on the horizon for one of these teams?
You're ready to go. The Ag's being complete on that Stalker. This is go time. Perhaps they want Limp's Yule Scepter, but with level 2 Exorcism and Night Stalker Ags, and it's not time for 4 more minutes, Alliance aren't looking to sit back and play passively. They do have to be careful though. The burst of the TA with Denso and the CK, they'll blow up Limp very quickly here. But Alliance have so many AoE stuns, something that I know I mentioned, the LSA, the Storm Strike, the Secure Ice Pot. These are the kind of playing to as a CK. They just destroy your damage output when you're illusions and your hero are just being stunned up.
Pibbs, he was waiting for a long time to get that Observer. Finally grabs it. And get on the chase, Nico Baby as well, and Tim's will pay. It looks. If you're gonna commit the Dark Ascension to secure this one, gets the crippling fear off, isolates the disruptor, secures the kill.
Enough of you left.
But a ward, and the Dark Ascension committed.
Yeah,
I think I'll take that.
So Dark Ascension, even though it's still gonna be nighttime, Dark Ascension is such a power boost. So remove that, and that kind of means you're not as afraid of Alliance at this stage of the game. Ultimately, Alliance can't really overcommit right now because of that teamfight wombo combo, the Naga plus Disruptor, and the physical damage of TNC is something to be worried about. TNC, despite being night,
they're acceptance down, but it is nighttime, and it is scary.
I like this if KP can get there. This with a Siren can kind of make this teamfight work.
Fire Observer Ward comes out. They've seen March wandering around. Have to know something's up.
BTP's in, so they've got Salt, Static Combo, and Alliance.
No. Getting slowed down. This Roche is dropping quickly. Lays in the macro plant. They're going to come in for this. KP sitting there on the side fight. He gets silenced, but it doesn't matter. Age is secured and also denied. And they're looking for more. Here comes the Disruptor. Static Storm. Kinetic Field combo. The Epicentre's too late. They're going to isolate. Blow up Nico. Maybe dominating. Now they fight Fada. Gets one kill. Aegis now. The DP going. Has to be careful though. There's the Lita stun. Laguna Blade onto the TA. They're going to get Armel. Twice. They kill him off through the Aegis. They lose the CK. Alliance still fighting strong, salvaging this fight. Turning back for KP the Naga. He looks to retreat out here, but it's going to be a tough retreat with Hansky every inch of the way, stunning and nuking him down. End up getting 4 and go to live. That rough start in the mid lane.
Yeah, the CX seems by how you'd expect. They get the song, they catch 2, which is, you know, the amount you kind of expect out of a Naga Disruptor combo. You're not realistically going to get more than 2, and the Alliance are really out of position, but Limp just goes ignored the entire fight. And something mentioned here, the CK, he's just getting kind of kited around, unable to really blow up the Death Prophet like he'd like to. Limp had all that sustain from Spirit Siphons and
had a heart queued up and had second thoughts. It is not BKB times Stabby.
Yeah.
It is definitely a mandatory BKB game.
So many stuns, Death Prophet silence, Last Over silence.
What if he should have gotten it before the Echo Saber? With the way this game is developed, obviously easy to say in hindsight, but he is not going to be able to fight effectively in a larger scale engagement without the BKB.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They got the Nico Baby killed though. He's been slowed down, and TA is queen of network.
Fortunately, had to blow their Aegis right away, and Alliance, they're smoked up looking
Great
to punish
positioning by March. He's ready to break this, and he will. Starts running away immediately. Had Observer Ward as well. They're going to chase him onto the shrine. Came from straight, but Armel just blinking out in time. They're going to commit for this Undying. Throw in the Laguna Blade. They really want to kill us. The Bounty Road spawn, but March is alive. He's just fine. It's Fada who's got a TP out. The glimpse to cancel, and the punish is there. They take down Twin Head.
Ambitious play from Fada. Tried to run in and snipe that Bounty Road. He's like, oh no, I'm picking up on that. I'll go for this. But
really have to compliment March on his position there as a support. Anticipated that rotation, potential smoke.
Yep.
And if it's Undying, you have the luxury of actually living, and they find it.
Yes. A very tough place to fight in Undying when he can just put a tombstone on a cliff like that. He's such an edge in those scenarios.
TA blink out. Oh, Armel.
At a 6 cents.
And even BM in and all chat. Well deserved. Epicenter not that long cooldown. He'll have it a minute and a half.
Not the end of the world. And TNC, they're looking just to farm these double BKBs. They're going to be pretty scary next team fight when both Chaos Knight and Templar Assassin have BKB.
Here comes a smoke. See? Need to make a move. Got Gavin in tow along with Tibbs. Just pushing in that middle wave, rotating to bottom. Maybe anticipating a move towards the Naga.
Sure what this move's about. Looks like Martin's just trying to get down some wards. Perhaps they're not really aggressively pushing out. The smoke, there's only 3 of them smoked up, and that's the team fight. That's like a let's get one pick off and run away as fast as possible kind of smoke.
The only other thing, maybe expecting Alliance to gank, but it is daytime. There is a Dark Ascension, I suppose.
Teams is very close to Axe after all.
Such a fast X.
Yeah, they need them too, but Nico maybe now has BKB. He's the frontliner, so he's typically going to get caught in the Song of the Siren. So if you can stop him pre-BKB and then you got the Static Storm dropping him, prevent him from popping his items, you're in a fantastic spot.
Keeping up with Lina as Disruptor is pretty insane, you know. It's only 600 gold down. Been involved in 10 kills.
He maxed his Thunderstrike first. Normally you can maybe just 2 points it because it like increases the damage quite a lot at level 2. But he just maxed it and he gets the talent, so yeah, he's very happy.
They let you farm.
Yep.
Keep up.
You just clear creep waves when you just drop it on creep waves.
I think it suits the lineup also because they're not that gank focused.
Yeah.
They're more of a, you know, try forward, let's farm for late game.
Yeah. He's gotten so many levels, it hasn't really come at the cost of them losing kills because he hasn't had the leveling bumps. So, definitely working out.
So TA already at the BKB, far and ahead. Leader in net worth. Not a Hero Night Stalker can take.
CK is not far behind too.
Radiant's bottom tower's still there.
Goal. He has his BKB. So double BKB on the TNC side. This is where they would love to have an Aegis. Unfortunately, having lost it, they're going to have to wait like another 3 to 5 minutes to get Rush Fire or get themselves an Aegis, but it's damn scary right now. All the rhymes coming up, double BKB, just 600 gold for Tims until he has Ags. So they're going to try to give Tims as much farm as possible, and then secure next Rush. And the good news is they're going to hit all these items. This Rush number 2, so it actually is not just Aegis, but cheese. So
CK definitely a good cheese carrier with his high pool.
That's very true. So I like how things look for TNC during this next 3 to 5 minutes, but if Alliance can kind of pick and choose their fights, make sure they don't let that Disruptor catch them by surprise, you know, they just need to survive their way through this little time.
And you see Alliance, they eventually pulling ahead in the late game.
I think they're probably just get tanky enough, needs a lot of armor this game. Definitely possible. They just need to survive against this physical damage, which both Eco Baby and Limp are doing. Has an AC beat up, the other gang is Shiver Scar. Late game Dota though, TA now has this little 25 mil hit dash, so even TA is a scarier late game beast than she used to be, so no clear, I think, advantage.
And that is a great talent to have versus Night Stalker especially.
Do you like the Alliance side just having all these AoE stuns when it goes late game? Like, K is just not going to feel scary with Phantasm team pile.
Double damager on this side. They're going to try to push the BKB, catch him out with the Ice Path. No, follow up. Now the engagement happening on the south side where they will catch out March. He drops Tombstone. They get the kill, they get the tomb as well. This is a game from TNC. Bounty spawn, and they're going to look to contest bottom. Gabby's getting one, maybe thinks he can get 2. He'll be late to this, and he won't get it. And they force out the BKB. They slow him down with the Spirit Siphon. They're going to chase him. A lot of slow stacking up here. If he BKBs, it might just be too late. He's going to pop his ultimate now. Goes to work. Gabby almost dead, and Nico Baby cleaning up. Got the silence on top of the Chikun song. The dead now chanting. Looking for Tim. This is a Night Stalker's web stream. Catch the Disruptor out, kill him off. Right quick. Just like that allows see the initiative, find their footing, and pull ahead.
They just use their vision so they have 3 Observer and he saw CK going alone for those bounty runes, Limp preemptively popping Exorcism to make sure they had the damage to kill him off, and what a great punish. TNC had all their areas in the top lane, they would take it down to try and help, but it just came too late, so...
He really underestimated the damage of like holding the BKB that long.
He needed to just BKB and run, but he was already like 300 before he did. He would have lived if he did that. He was just hoping to stay BKB and create Gabby ends up punishing him. Luckily, no Roshan for Alliance to claim while he was dead. And now Exorcism is on cooldown. So the upside of what just happened is you now have a 1-minute window where you feel like you can achieve a lot if you're TNC. Unfortunately, it is going to be a long Roche respawn.
With this dire vision, though, smoke might get scouted. And look at the observer
Wow,
that
5
they have
wards.
right now. That's insane. Arch dropping a ward. Gonna get a deep ward here. Not in range of the mobs, though. So he might think it's safe.
And there's another observer right by that, which is undetected.
Yeah. So Alliance hanging out. We'll stand off in the middle lane. So the Google, not sure they're moving in with the Google, and that we're not see this. It's here roaming around in the area too long ago. They're gonna head up towards the high ground, move on to 33. Quick and jump from Armel. Fast damage being done. Shoot up that Scorpion. Here's the kill, and now they look for more. In danger. Just a quick glimpse will do the trick. The stun follows in one way, then the other, and in the end to connect for a kill. So now the way to Roche flying open, and Roche not up just yet.
Yeah. TNC's like,
all right, buddy, come on out.
This is more or less a max length respawn on Roche, or at least within like 5 or 10 seconds of the match.
They'll wait it out.
They really hope. Armel's progressively melding.
He's got the orb coming out, by the way.
Oh, nice.
There's only one BKB. There are 2 Yule Scepters, though. One on DP, one on Belina.
Receptor on Hero. So not many, albeit insta-kills that you can get from this. Just really the Sand King, and even Sand King might be able to like fast fingers blink away, but it's still a very good idea. You want to have this Bloodthorn like him typically in TA.
How does that even
Alliance
work?
are not going to give this. They're smoking. They've got Dark Ascension. They've got the BK and the Night Stalker. No blink though. He's going for the AC first. Into the pit, he marches. Mel is lurking. Roshan responds. Right as Eagle takes it from Mel and the blink away. March now outside, but here's the song. Get ready for Static Storm. Get ready for Kinetic Field. And as Nagin is upgraded for Eddie. And Skin easily done it. Now Eagle trying to get these backliners right on the disruptor. But it comes at a cost. The triple buyback. He's on his BKB. Now he needs to get out. Disruptor doesn't have the buyback, so no clips to catch it. Tombstone just chilling in the pit. Rodan slaying zombies.
But the buyback is they still have Exorcism, so Alliance may feel confident they can go into the pit with Song and Static Storm on cooldown.
And TA BKB and Phantasm and CK BKB. So both teams pretty neutered. And with no BKBs, you generally would favor Alliance with all these stones.
But something they may not consider is having arcane runes. Song of this term will come up much earlier than Alliance might expect.
Not this early though. And they're trying to jump off the burrow initiation. He's 30 seconds on that. First step away. Has the plant. He is tough. Not gonna kill. And Alliance will have to back away.
Static Storm also up in 20 seconds. It's the longest of cooldowns. So both Song and Static Storm are back up in 15 seconds. Alliance can't really fight once again, it feels like. If they are fighting, they need to be the ones to jump and blowing up one of the two heroes that either Naga or Disruptor.
Oh, not again. Enough to be getting caught out here. Henskin glimpsed on back. Armel with another assassination. They have Naga in position with Psalm, and Alliance will scatter. Start pushing out other lanes, taking bounty runes or illusion runes on the south side. But Roche will be claimed by TNC.
Core just Disruptor posing such a good threat in this game.
They haven't solved Alliance yet in game 2, but they're starting to pull ahead. It feels like they may have come up with a better way to go with Night Stalker this time around.
Yeah. Feels like the Night Stalker's had all his farming items. He's had a great game, 7-1-3. Just can't get into this fight. And Death Prophet's small story.
ATA is just getting massive now.
Spooky.
Nullifier not far off. Mel will move down that tier 2. It's TNC taking the fight to Alliance. 18-17 the score. They have 5k gold lead. Still, either team's game.
This Nullifier is going to ruin some of these saves the Alliance side. Limp can't use his Yules defensively. This Ghost Scepter being able to purge these off makes such a big difference.
Dire's top tower's under attack.
Yeah, they're pretty item reliant.
Oh, and there's now 2 heroes that can remove items. Disruptor and AoE aren't with a single target Nullifier, so that's very smart plan optimization coming from TNC.
They'll take over the Dire jungle, they'll get some good wards down, and the vision that Alliance once had is significantly diminished. You see a defensive ward back near the mid lane. I still have the 2 on the left side of the middle lane, but it doesn't seem likely to use that vision anytime soon. So they're playing much more in the dark, much more defensively.
Cape with Dragon and Scepter queued up. He has the gold after this player, so could be looking at the AoE heal coming to play. A lot of AoE damage on the Alliance side, so
It's like their answer to the Chen, you know? It's like, well, you have heals 3.
yeah.
That's plus it's hard to win a fight.
Yeah. I'd say at the same time, the song is typically being used to initiate when you're starting a fight, you're up in full health. I'm not sure it's always going to have this crazy impact.
If he's like late to a fight,
Yeah.
I imagine, or someone's spawn.
For the quick forwards,
Bottom tower's getting
Out of going in. And that's okay because TNC just want the tier 1 for now. Still up 3 minutes, but no longer.
force tough KP. Proved to be basically a better Blink Dagger in some ways this game. He's able to maneuver around the same way he does Blink, but
There's the Panda Ghost Scepter instantly assassinated, but Armel is dead.
or fire and knocked up. Can't use spells, can't use items. We just die.
And you defense.
Bottom tower.
Armel is angry.
Bottom tower.
That game did not go the way the TNC won, but here in Q2 with a CK now at almost 5,000 health, they are smashing this front door down at the bottom lane. Alliance backing up. They are going to catch on Anskin. Fire locked in again. Cancel that duel. Here comes the buyback. They'll try to initiate. Rated Burrow Strike pushes out 3. Is this the fight for 33 episodes? Going through March and the TA blown up. Remember, she's got A's. Aiden is locked on KP, but not the song is answered. He is dead. You can stand in the grave, lady. But now coming back from Hamster. Gatlin BKB working with Armel, trying to bring in the Night Stalker. They slay him. They look for more. Static Storm was deployed, and they get another kill. Lucas falling out for 100. That's a done bet. And this could be trouble for Vada. You get to see a Nullifier winning the fight, maybe winning the game for TNC. 3 heroes out. They threw so much at TNC, but the extra lives, the resets, made a difference.
It was a really good attack from Alliance. They understood they had to. Night Stalker just gets on top of KP, stops him from keeping the song with the silence. But unfortunately, the Disruptor still managed to go for good ultimate, and then the 2 carries, the T and the D, they're just
TA got DD. This is probably 2 lanes. We have been still Alliance GG.
Yeah, this game's looking very difficult. They have the level 25 talent on TA as well.
33 will try to stall this with the Burrow Strike, but Armel's focused on buildings.
Yep.
Oh, never mind that. he was thinking about the return. Cost him very little, just a few seconds, double damage time. Melee completed in the middle lane. Melee completed in the bottom lane. Head to top, Armel says we've got 30 seconds. No death profit. Not sure if he'll stick around. Yeah, he will. But works on the catapult. And now over to the tier 3 tower. The team's still backing him up. 1-man siege army, 9-2 and 8. Remember, Armel gave up a solo kill at the start of this game to the DP, but the stacks led the Disruptor. A couple of team fights really brought it back. And now TNC are feeling it. They're gonna again focus the Sand King. You burrow strike in, you get hit with fire. You dying, but serve. Now the song. Gonna reset the fight at least BKB as the one man against the TNC army who BKB stand in the macro pyre. Everyone healed up, stats from the point that it caged the vampire. And they will slow the vampire straight through the heart. And now it chases his bound. Will keep for 5. Ghost Scepter allows him to retreat. But here comes Armel with the Pesh talent, just chewing up Lit. Nothing to limp back to the found when he is dead, and the game is won. TNC take it to a game 3.
TNC, I think the Southeast Asian Dota fans were doing job today. They crushed their group, went 4-0, and despite losing game 1, they bounced back in a very convincing fashion here, just over 36 minutes.